guys, it's Ellie. I'm filming this video outside of my patio and it's pretty windy, so we're gonna see if there's too much wind noise going on here. But so I just went shopping. I did a weekly grocery trip and I thought I would share with you guys how I do a healthy, high produce diet on a budget, because produce is expensive and that's taken some trial and error to figure out how to make that work. So just a little bit about my diet. The past couple months I have really increased my produce intake and have kind of dabbled around with eating raw vegan. And so how I'm eating now isn't completely raw vegan. There is a little bit of dairy and there is some cooked food, but I have definitely really enjoyed eating so much whole, fresh produce, and it's becoming more important to me. Like I crave the freshness of it now. So figuring out how to do that on a budget has been a little bit tricky, but I'm working it out, and I thought that I could share some of what I've been doing with you guys in case you are interested in getting healthier without spending a crap ton of money. Okay guys, so I just went shopping for the week and this is what I got. A lot of produce here. I'll just tell you about how I eat all these things. So the bananas, I freeze them and I put in smoothies. I do 3 bananas per smoothies, so I go through them pretty quick. But bananas are cheap, so that works great. And then sometimes I just make them green smoothies with a lot of spinach and lemon juice. And then sometimes I'll make them fruit smoothies and add things like kiwi and peaches. And for breakfasts, I eat apple and peanut butter. Lunches is a lot of hummus and veggies. And then for dinner, I do beans and rice, which I already had, and avocado. And these dates here, I put them in granola bars that I make. And so some of the stuff that I didn't have to buy this week that I already had are things like these. I all put in granola bars. Chocolate chips, honey, not vegan, almonds, and oatmeal, all in the granola bars. And then here are the beans and rice I make from scratch. The beans I make in a pressure cooker, which is a lot cheaper, healthier, tastier than buying canned beans. And then I have coffee and creamer, and I also do popcorn from scratch as a snack. So this shopping trip, give you the grand total. Just what I bought for this week was $49.62. And if you guys want to see how much stuff costs here, you can just look at this receipt. And yeah, that is what I am going to eat pretty much for the week. Okay, so that was my grocery shopping trip for the week. And so I will say that $50 is more than a lot of people can spend on groceries in a week or are used to spending in groceries on a week. So for me, my limit is $250 a month on groceries, but I realize that that's definitely a step up from how a lot of people have been eating, especially if you eat a lot of processed food or only eat 1 or 2 meals a day. So it is on a budget to an extent, but food has always been really important to me and eating well is really important to me, so it's always been the biggest part of my budget behind only rent. So it is a little bit hefty in that sense, so I hope this is still helpful for you guys. And then also, most of that food was not organic. I think of that shopping trip, only the peanut butter was organic. And so yeah, I would totally love to be eating all organic produce, but that's too expensive for me right now. And so eating a lot of produce, even if it's conventionally grown, is more important to me than either having a huge food budget that's all organic or having all organic food but not a lot of produce. So that's how I've decided to balance health, organic, and my budget right now. And also, I thought I would mention shopping at Walmart. You know, Walmart isn't the greatest company in the world, and I would totally prefer to be shopping at like farmers markets or local co-ops and stuff. But there aren't a lot of options for that where I live right now. There is one small co-op in Rapid City, but it's really expensive, and so I'm not really able to do that on my budget right now. So maybe once I move somewhere else, that's something I can do. But as of right now, Walmart is the best option for produce in Rapid City, you know, quality and budget-wise. So not ideal, but it's what I've been doing right now. So I hope you guys maybe learned something from this video about eating a lot of produce on a budget. I guess a couple tips I would say is that bananas are super freaking cheap. The ones that I just bought were only 59 cents a pound. So a lot of bananas, greens, and beans. Dried beans in a pressure cooker are the cheapest things that I eat. And those are pretty healthy. So if I'm really tight on a budget, green smoothies and beans are what I'm going to be eating. I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys like this video.